Let's see. Government shutdown. We talked yesterday about Mike Lee, Senator Mike Lee, and his efforts to repeal or defund large parts of Obamacare as part of the continuing resolution. Folks, the Republican establishment, the GOP, RNC, is not interested in this at all. Quite the contrary. I mean, we've got Republican Party leaders actually advocating for the total implementation of Obamacare now. Under the theory, look, it's law. You can't stop it. And if you shut down the government, the Republicans are going to get blamed again, just like 1995. It's a lose-lose proposition. Just go ahead and let the law be implemented and watch it implode and kill the Democrats that way. And I don't intellectually understand that. The 1995 budget battle is a great story by Daniel Mitchell, National Review Online, posted all the way back in February of 2011. And it is it prints out 4 or 5 pages on your printer, but it is a great detailed story of how the 1995 budget shutdown really did not hurt the Republican Party, and in fact, I mean, it wasn't a death blow, and in fact, not only did it not really do that much damage to the party, it was a good thing for the country, the 1995 budget battle and the aftermath. It's a fascinating piece. I'll link to it at rushlimbaugh.com so you can get an advance read of it. Why Republicans can't back down. This was written, again, back in 2011 about another continuing resolution fight all the way back then when it was thought there might be a government shutdown. Anyway, there's that. IRS employee union says we don't want Obamacare. I mean, it's the most unpopular federal program ever. And the Republican Party is choosing not to align themselves with the majority of the American people. It just boggles the mind.
America's
program unfolds. But here you have one of the most popular pieces of legislation ever. Every day, another group comes out in opposition to it. Today, it's the IRS Employees Union. We don't want Obamacare. A vast majority of Americans do not want Obamacare. The Republican Party has a golden opportunity to align themselves with the majority of the American people, not just Republicans, independents. I mean, every demographic is represented in this mass of people that don't want this. But the Republican Party has made the decision to side with Washington. Well, it's law now. We can't stop it. Well, I'm sorry, but the Defense of Marriage Act was the law. And Obama and the Democrats said, you know what? We're not going to defend it anymore. We're not going to litigate it. We're not going to enforce it. And that was a Democrat law. Our immigration laws are the law, and they don't enforce those. If our current immigration law simply was enforced, we wouldn't need to be doing anything. There's all kinds of examples. Reagan's Medicare Catastrophic Act, 1988, it was the law. Democrats had no problems overturning that once Rostenkowski got beat up by a bunch of ladies in a blue-haired Bloody Mary gang one afternoon. Where would Scott Walker be if he'd been afraid of a government shutdown of Wisconsin? I don't understand. Well, I do understand it.